Looking for a great place for breakfast or lunch? Try the Harbor Cove Cafe, the hidden treasure at the end of Spinnaker Drive. Located in the beautiful Ventura Harbor, this remarkable gem is locally owned and operated, serving a wide selection of breakfast and lunch favorites. With jaw-dropping views of the beautiful Ventura Harbor, Ventura's famous two trees, and the Topa Topa Mountains, what more could you ask for? Well, how about a full espresso bar and delightful tropical libations mixed up by our own Dr. Shocker? And with their pet-friendly patio, even man's best friend can enjoy the sights and sounds of this unique destination. Pair all of this with the delicious food offered here, and you've got a match made in heaven. Visit Harbor Cove Cafe online at harborcovecafe.net or give them a call at 805-658-1639. Harbor Cove Cafe, located at 1867 Spinnaker Drive in the Ventura Harbor. We'll see you there.
Pink Floyd asks, what time is it? It's almost time for the Friday Shot Day Show!
Live from the bar. It's the Friday Shot Day Show.
I like beer because it is good. I drink beer because I should.
Whiskey man, don't play that hand too low, girl. Whiskey man, don't play that hand too low.
I'm gonna get drunk, I'm gonna make it real clear. I want one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
Somebody put something in my drink. Somebody.
Friday Shot Day Show.
This is the Friday Shot Day Show, live here on Rough Edge FM. I am R. Scott Bolton, also known as Mr. Rum today, I guess. I guess we're doing some rum tasting. Sitting to my left on his countdown.
Are the cameras on?
Yeah. See your new haircut? The world does. Looks good.
Doug Bolton, Mr. Maker's Mark, and the person that cut my hair to my left.
Miss Fireball Julie. And we are tasting some exceptionally yummy rum and some okay maple flavored whiskey.
Okay, so what are we starting with? Because we already have shot glasses here in front of us.
Maple flavored whiskey. It's not great.
Okay.
I didn't.
Who makes it? What's the brand name and all?
SAP 56.
SAP 56. All right, let's give it a shot here. Here we go. Dougie, you got yours? You're making the audience sick, Doug.
I don't care. It's making them sick looking at me. So
it just doesn't have. I don't know. I'm not. It's okay, especially if somebody doesn't like that alcohol burn, but it doesn't have really any burn in it.
I get no whiskey taste out of it whatsoever.
It's just kind of
I'm not sure I get. You said it was peach?
Maple.
Oh, maybe some maple.
welcome
Yeah.
to the show.
Maybe some maple.
It's kind of
Yeah.
It leaves you kind of going
Not my favorite.
This is exactly the kind of booze that is on our shelf.
It's not the worst thing I've ever tasted, but it is.
No, we
not
have
great.
way worse stuff on our shelf.
We also have
this is not bad.
We have some decent stuff on our shelf, though. We got Maker's Mark. We got Wild Turkey 101.
not
We got
anymore.
Old Forester. Yes, we do.
It's still there?
Yeah.
Oh, why are you drinking this?
Julie and I were drinking it last
this
week.
actually is not bad.
No, it's not. But it's not whiskey.
It doesn't have that punch that you kind of expect.
Yeah.
It is whiskey. It's like the Screwball peanut butter whiskey. It doesn't taste like whiskey either.
No, that's true.
So, I mean, it could be it's
Fireball
a
has
whiskey.
yeah.
a whiskey-based maple liqueur is how I would describe it.
I think I could go with that. Yeah, it's just okay. So
It probably would be okay in a drink with other things.
I bet you that Shocker or Shelley could come up or Julie could come up with something tasty to go with this.
With that said, sad news, Shocker's no longer with the show. He got booted out last week.
Okay,
Some
well,
issues we had between us. He was good for the show. He's still a good friend, but he just wasn't a fit for the show.
I think we can be honest about what happened.
Well,
He made a move on Doug. It was during an event, and he reached over and he touched Doug's leg, and Doug just wasn't ready for that. I mean,
I wasn't. I need go right for the action, not start on the
Go
leg.
Exactly.
for the
Yeah.
leg, not
yeah,
a
that,
leg.
So anyway, Shocker was a great addition. He was great on the show. We will miss him. I'm sure he'll be back eventually.
probably sooner than you think.
Probably. So,
Yeah.
But we'll see. I don't know. He's just has stuff going on. He didn't want to be involved with the show anymore. So we're like, okay, Chuck you Farley, you can go. So,
And what Doug means by that is he had to reset his computer because he was having some computer issues, but he'll be back on shortly.
well, yeah, I didn't say he was left permanent. I just said he just yeah, Shocker is working with his phone. So you know what I was thinking we can do? Since we had that wonderful whiskey, is we can do this while we're waiting.
Liquor and poker? All right.
This is like I'm down to like my last 1 or 2 shows, people, in the studio. I'll be doing it live from Costa Rica when I make my permanent move to Costa Rica in about 14 days.
Yeah.
So when I do that, it'll probably take me a while to get my computer and everything set up and my Wi-Fi and all that stuff figured out because you got to play some tricks with VPNs and all that stuff. But once I figure it out, I'll be good to go. I figure I might miss maybe a month at the most.
Yeah. We
Okay,
may just shut down the show for a month
I'm
and
gonna
then
cut
start up when we get it
Saturday.
figured out. We'll see what goes on.
Enjoy it, just see
But
where
Doug's
it's
got
heading.
2 shows left in him. Hold on, Doug. We have to do this
Maybe.
first. Liquor and poker. It's the game where we play poker, and the person with the worst hand has to drink the worst booze on our Friday Shot Day Show shelf. And folks, let me just let you know, there's some really bad booze.
There is. And
On
here's
the Friday
the
Shot
thing.
Day
You get
Show
the blank
shelf.
card, you automatically have to take a drink of what should we make them drink?
Julie, pick something nasty. Don't pick it blind. Get up there and pick something nasty.
Yeah, something that's
Look
a little
at
bit,
it.
something that's
Hideous.
a little bit of a punch.
Something to make us hurl.
That'll work. White dog will work.
White Dog's
Buffalo-
actually decent.
It is, but it's not the decentest.
Oh,
So if you
not
get the
when
white
you-
card or you lose, you have to take a drink of this. If you get the blank card, which I call the blank card, if you get that and the Joker, they're both wild. Now we're gonna play this a little bit differently. We're gonna do Doug's rules because I'm dealing. And I
Oh wait,
can
let
do
me guess. Every face card in your hand is a wild card.
No.
Oh.
So we're playing 5 card draw.
Yes.
The draw goes like this.
You have to deal another handout.
No, not. No, Shocker's too late. So what we're gonna do is, so Julie goes first. So if Julie needs 2 cards, she hands 2 cards to you. You hand 2 cards to me. I hand 2 cards to her. That is the draw. No more going to the pile. So if she needs 4, then she hands me you 4. You hand me 4, and I hand her 4. That's the way it's gonna work.
All right.
It's just an idea. It might be stupid, but
Sounds stupid.
It's the Friday Shot Day Show. It might.
It might be stupid,
It
and
might
it
be.
deserves to be.
So
Shocker,
Julie-
welcome in. By the way, we're playing a liquor and poker.
It sounds like you're playing a new way to count cards.
That's also true.
Well, we're gonna see. Well, the cards are out there. You can't change it. Yeah. So, Julie, would you like pile 1, 2, or 3?
1.
1. Number 1. Scott, would you like
Shocker's having some
1
internet
or
issues
2?
today. 2, please.
2. Okay, so now Julie decides how many she wants, and that's what you get, Scott. You cannot give away the blank card, though.
I will do 1.
All right, and Scott 1 card. Scott handed me 1 card, and I got to figure out. Oh, wait, before I look, I got to see what I'm going to give Julie. I'm going to give Julie. This is tough. I'll give you this.
This is a bad
You
idea.
did not do me any favors.
All right, so now we're going to draw. Julie, how many do you need?
Because you're not doing well.
Well, no, I don't think any of us are doing well. So actually, I'm doing pretty good. I'll show everybody at home this because that way you know I'm doing okay. I got me a Joker.
I will do 1.
1 for
You
Jules.
still didn't do me
Scott.
a favor. Oh, well.
Now, wait a minute.
See?
So we're doing a draw now?
Yeah.
1, please.
Oh, I could use that. 1, and I need.
Nope. Did me no good whatsoever.
Nope, didn't do me any good.
Wait. I'm going to take 4.
What?
I don't see him.
No.
Choo choo. Where's he at?
All right. What you got, Julie?
2 kings.
I don't know
2
if that's
kings.
I don't know. Scott, you got that beat? Because if you don't,
Because
I got 2 9s. That's all I got. Two 9s for Doug.
oh no, I got a queen.
So did I.
Well, then why did you say I have 2 queens?
Oh, because you have 2
I'm a
queens.
joker.
I only have 2 9s. Yeah.
Okay.
So you increased your. All right. So oh no, the horror! I have to drink this whiskey. Please don't make me. Please don't make me.
it's
What
not
whiskey is it?
my list.
It's pass that over here, Doug.
I can show. I have my own camera.
I know, but I want to drink.
You get it? I'm gonna give you a drink.
It could be way
Buffalo
worse.
Trace White Dog.
Yeah, it could be way worse. It's a decent whiskey.
So maybe we should say something else.
No, it's too late. This is you want to play again? We'll play again right now. I'm drinking the Buffalo
Be
Trace.
snitty to me.
I'll be a snitty to. What are you gonna do? Leave?
It kind of looks like an apple.
Does.
He's going to move to a whole nother country.
He
That's
is.
right, I am. November 11th is the date. I have airplane tickets and a place to live. Uh-oh, Scott's getting a phone call.
Spam risk.
Oh, you should so do it.
No, I don't want to. I'm afraid it's a spam. They don't need to know that I'm a real human being.
You're not.
Some some mash from Buffalo Trace. It's not bad at all.
So, Shocker, we had a question arise at the beginning of the show. We thought it'd be a good question to ask you. I think we came up with the right answer, but we're still going to ask you.
This is worse than I remember.
So, is single barrel better than multiple barrel? For what were we reading?
This rum is a single cask rum.
So the answer is yes and no. When they release a single cask, it's usually because they've discovered a special cask that has a great flavor.
They're looking for chunkers. He didn't leave, I don't think. He was just
I'm sorry, Shocker. We had an emergency here suddenly.
Yeah, I see that. I see everybody's leaving.
We
Okay.
got him.
There was the dog went missing and they were worried because if he's outside of Paula, it'd be bad. All right. So Shocker, I'm sorry. Would you repeat what you said about single barrel
Well,
versus?
let's wait till Julie gets back.
Okay.
Because she was the one that posed the question originally, so it would be.
Well, what are we going to do till
So
she's
you guys
back?
can see this on the camera. Watch. Oh, almost got Scott with a rubber band.
It's not just a rubber band. It is a.
Foster Farms. Rubber
Oh, it is
band.
just a rubber band.
What does it say on there, though?
Signature Farms.
Oh.
So, Shocker, I'm going to ask you one question. We want to hear all about your Hawaii trip shortly, but the one question for now is: did you finally get a decent Mai Tai?
Yes, we got one good Mai Tai.
And
a hell of a fun story.
Oh, good. I want to hear those. Hey, Rosie, what's up?
Not much. Not working today.
Oh,
Yay.
good for you.
Well, we should have came over there. Damn it.
Damn it.
No, we spent most of the day cleaning up after 4 kids with little supervision.
Oh. Did you not work today, Shocker?
No, fortunately,
We were smart and we
we
took the Friday off.
we took the Friday off.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering. I'm like, does he go to work this morning? That would be hard to do.
It sounds funny.
I was intending on it until I realized our flight wasn't getting in till 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And then by the
And
time
it
you
was
get
like-
home and
No.
We got home at 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah, that's hard. That's hard. And I always say that, and it sounds funny, but you need a day to recover after you get home from vacation.
Well, generally, I always say that and don't. And this time it was almost necessity because of the time we were flying in.
Yeah.
And it was nice. I mean, I still woke up early. I went to bed late. So I've had little rest, but at least I'm not as stumbling around work going,
Exactly. All right, Julie's back. Chewy is safe.
Yes, Jim was beside him.
Well, it's little chunkers. Good dog.
Yeah, he thought for sure the front door opened probably because it doesn't always catch.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, I came out of the bathroom and the front door was open and I'm calling Chewy and he's not coming. And I'm like, oh, shit.
he was inside, wasn't he?
He was, because
He's
as
like, I'm
soon
not
as I
worried.
walked halfway down the hallway and said Chewy, he came running right to me. But Jim was beside himself.
Well,
Jim couldn't
it's
lose
scary.
that
It's
dog.
scary.
Yeah, it is, no matter what. So we had asked Shocker about the difference between a single barrel and a multi-barrel rums. So Shocker, the answer for the third time, please. Sorry.
The answer is yes and no. Some of the rums you're used to drinking are a blend of various casks to get to that consistent flavor that you're used to. So the Zacapa is a blend of various rums up to 23 years aged. The Appleton Estate's kind of the same thing. But with other brands, like the one that you guys have there, they'll come across a particularly tasty cask and decide, hey, we should bottle this cask on its own because it is so much nicer. And that's kind of the way they chose, because cask strength and single casks are so popular right now. There's more of that to be had. And sometimes you get a cask that's not all that wonderful.
Yeah.
This is a muscat cask.
Muscat love.
That is a cat that they feed only mustard to keep his system clean, and then they squeeze his innards into the bottle to make the rum tastier. Is that right?
Yeah, that's the answer.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
I squeezed into a bottle once. I couldn't get back out.
You're still in the bottle?
I had to go to the hospital. They took it off.
It's tucked into your... Oh, we got more rum.
Well, not more. This is your rum. The other one was a whiskey.
That's right. So now we're going to try this rum. Hold that bottle up so the audience can see it there, Jules.
There's the missing dog.
There's a missing
Plantation rum, 1997, 2001, 2003.
Muscat cask, Trinidad rum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so really, what is muscat? Is it a type of
So
wood?
it's a wine.
It's what?
It's a wine.
Oh, so this is aged in wine barrels.
Oh no! In this case, it's Muscat wood.
Oh, it is wood. Okay. So Julie got wood.
There is a wine also called Muscat.
You said wood.
Smells
Smells good.
Savor it.
It tickled my nose though.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's lighter.
I don't like it.
No. It's lighter than I expected, but it's got a good flavor.
It's very smooth.
It's not nearly as heavy as Zaya.
I think that maybe we just need to drink all of it to make it
So you can make sure we get it right.
decision.
I think you're probably right.
So in this case, they did a 3 different rum blend and then filled that into a single cask to finish. So you have rums from 97, 01, and 03, and then finished in that Muscat cask.
So does the blend make it less harsh or just change the flavor? How does that work?
It's probably both. It's smoothed out in the cask, so the Muscat wood's probably giving you that smoother taste. But the blends of the rum were probably something they really liked and they wanted to play with a little bit, and that's what came out.
Well, when you look it up online, you can't get this bottle for less than $200. So
I'm very glad to be tasting it then, because it's quite delicious. It is a good rum. It's not as intense as I thought it would be, which is nice because it's got a nice, smooth, easy drinking flavor.
Yeah, it's a rum that you can drink when you just pour some in a glass, sit down, relax, and drink it. Sip it. It's a sipping rum.
It's pretty good. What do you think, Doug? Honestly,
I like it. I'm trying to figure out. There's
a flavor to
there's
it.
There's a caramely kind of taste that I can't just quite.
I said the same exact thing. When I took it, I was like, there's a flavor there that I can't quite put my finger on, but it's a nice flavor. It's just, there's something there.
Honey Nut Cheerio.
Can I see the bottle?
Yeah.
And
please and thank you.
It's like a flavor that I really enjoy it. I can't put my finger on what it is.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
It's imported by the Douche family.
Oh. Now I wish I hadn't drank it.
This is imported by Douche Family Wine and Spirits, Stanford, Connecticut. Douche. I'm just saying.
How do you spell it?
Deutch.
Deutsch.
Is it? I'm gonna call them douches. No offense to the rum. The rum's good. So it's made in Barbados, you said? Or did you say?
We don't know, Doug. We're waiting for your answer.
Trinidad.
Oh, yes, that's why it says Trinidad in the middle of
Might be a clue.
And that's why it says product of Trinidad.
Another clue.
This is also interesting. Bottled by C. Ferrand, France.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I wonder if that means they bottled it in France or the guy is just from France.
The company's French because they make the dry curacao that we use.
Fascinating. That's awesome.
They have a big wee-wee?
Yeah.
It's also interesting because it looks like there's an extra label put on top of the label that's here.
Oh, look underneath it.
Oh, no,
says
it's just this says this. It's just this little label that says bottled specifically for California.
Oh, interesting.
I'd like to know what it says underneath that label.
Peel it off.
Oh no, it's Julie's. It's just interesting.
Julie, peel it off.
I'm just wondering because
why is that sticker there?
And what makes it special for California?
Maybe they just label it for every state so people think it's special.
No, or California has some funky ass labeling laws that we already know.
That's true too.
That is a fact. That's a fact, Jack.
Like Flying Bitch Beer. They had the hardest time to get that beer legalized with the name. Couldn't call it because there was a swear word in it.
Bitch isn't a swear word, it's a female dog.
Not in that case, it wasn't.
Well, there could be flying female dogs.
If you kick them across the room, they are.
That's true.
Kick that bitch. Kick that bitch, Bubba.
See, it doesn't work for me because I would kick the Yorkie, but he's a guy. So it's not kick that bitch. All right. So, shocker, you and Rosie went to Hawaii, but you left on us on Monday, right?
Let me see.
Yep.
And Monday was what else that day?
A long ass trip on an airplane.
Wasn't it your birthday?
Yeah, that too.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh.
So today is your birthday show, whether you know it or not.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to wish you a happy birthday. It's a weird birthday show because you're at the Uni Uni Room and we're here.
Yeah.
But we do have some gifts for you that we will deliver.
It's because those damn kids made a mess.
Yeah. So, Julie, you want to go first?
Sure.
Oh.
Wait.
I don't think that's going to make it out of the studio with who's sitting next to you.
Wait a minute.
Ooh, I'm excited for that.
We tried some other Kiss rums and they were pretty good. Surprisingly enough, we thought it might be one of those gimmick things. So anyway, Julie found this one at Grocery Outlet. It's the premium Kiss rum. And so we've got that. And then I got this for you. And I have to show you a picture of it because I didn't bring it because I'm stupid. But let's see if I can get it close enough. I don't know if you can see that, but it's
an ashtray from Joe's
Cafe up in Santa Barbara.
Nice.
So I got you an ashtray from Joe's Cafe. We'll be dropping that by. And Doug, how about you?
I'm working on it.
I know you got a picture there.
What the hell is going on? It's stuck on one picture. I can't. Oh, there we go. Here we go.
All right, here we go.
I'm gonna
brace yourself.
Bracing.
Well, there goes our clean rating.
Yeah. And Doug got you. Hold it down there, Doug.
I can't see that at all. It's all washed out.
That sucks because it would have been really funny if you could read it.
Well, just read what it is.
It is
rum, wasn't it?
It is Ritual Rum Alternative 0 Proof.
And so your birthday gift, he didn't get that for you.
While we were in Hawaii, I had the local news on because, I like to see what's going on in the world. And there was a liquor store who decided to do better by the world and stop carrying, liquor and cigarettes and beer. And as an alternative, he started carrying all the non-alcoholic beers, wines, and liquors.
So he didn't want to be in business anymore.
Apparently not.
And all of a sudden, he's not getting robbed. Stuff's not being stolen because nobody wants it.
He did say at the end of the news story that his profits have gone down 70%.
Exactly. So if you're okay with that, then the crime, is the second best part of it. That's just crazy. We tried that whiskey. I think you still have it over there, that whiskey.
I think we do.
God, it was hideous. It was like bad iced tea.
So I noticed underneath that label, I found another bottle of the same thing, a picture of one, and this one says under this label, it said bottled specifically for such and such liquors. So maybe they do.
So it is a
custom label
region thing,
or a custom labeling, whatever.
So anyway,
Or
Shock.
maybe it doesn't change X amount of bottles to each company.
Yes. Yeah, interesting.
Well, anyway, happy birthday, my friend. I hope you and
I will get. I have something coming for you, Shocker, and I'll get it to you soon.
It's 1,000 Nerf missiles.
No.
That's for the children. That's on automatic reorder every year at Christmas.
I'm still picking them up.
All right, so tell us about Hawaii. How was your trip? Was that your first time there, both of you? Or
It was my first time there. She's been there before, but I had never been.
Okay.
So it was a lot of fun. We opted to avoid most of the touristy shit and went bar hopping for the good portion of it.
Nice.
That's
we
not
did
a
hit
bad way to go.
No.
Yeah, we did hit the Bishop Museum, which is got all the cool tiki shit in it. Unfortunately, for the price they're charging, we should have gotten a discount considering about half the museum was shut down.
Really?
Well, that sucks. Half of it shut down. They still charge you full
Why
price.
was it shut down? Just because it was under
From
construction?
what one of our drivers said, the planetarium was having AC issues. And then one of the galleries was being completely remodeled, probably a new exhibit going in. And then even the existing exhibits that don't seem to change had a bunch of stuff missing. I'm going to assume for cleaning.
Okay.
Restoration, cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not, I'm not, but it was like, for the both of us to go, it was like $70.
Steep.
And like, yeah, I get that the locals, it's like 10 and you're gouging tourists, but at least have more fucking shit available.
Yeah, if half of it shut down, then the price should be half. Seriously.
And then there was this weird exhibit. It was all, like kind of like going to the science museum down in LA for kids. And it was all like light and technology, except the technology was at least 40 plus years old. Because I remember almost all that shit from going to the science museum as a kid.
Did they have a bar there?
No.
No. That's something else they need to fix.
I'm going to call them and ask them why they're still charging full price when half.
Okay, hold on. Doug's going to call him right now.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna.
You've reached the automated service because we can't afford an employee.
There's currently a Groupon for $14.
Oh, you missed the Groupon.
Yeah, no, I don't Groupon. I don't hate people that much.
Well, the people that accept Groupon, they're the ones that decided to take them. So,
The gift shop was nice.
Yeah. It was still nice, and I got to see a bunch of shit that I've only ever seen in photos. So
the picture you sent us was
the
pretty
trip.
cool. Yeah,
it was just the ouch. How much of this place is closed?
well, the thing about Hawaii, as you may have noticed, everything is expensive no matter what. So,
oh yeah,
yeah,
that's why we avoided a lot of that shit.
Yeah,
that's smart. If you don't want to go, because there's some things that are fun to do. Like we've been to Hawaii, I don't know, 20 times probably, and I've done the luau once because once you do it, you don't need to spend that $100 for dinner again. It's fun, but once.
And the place we stay in, Kauai, is real close to a grocery store. I can't remember the name of the grocery store.
The world's most expensive.
But it is reportedly the most expensive grocery store in America.
Yeah, the most expensive grocery store in America.
And it's right. I mean, it's walking distance from our timeshare. So it's just a really expensive place. So anyway, you went to the Bishop Museum. We saw the picture. It was pretty cool. Too bad most of it was closed. But then you had several Mai Tais that weren't up to snuff.
So we got the hotel we stayed in was, one of the older hotels. It was pretty cool. It was an older, beat up hotel, but it was clean, which is.
Well, no, it did have a claim to fame. Anthony Bourdain stayed there when he filmed No Reservations.
That's a pretty good claim to fame.
Yeah, and evidently in the room we stayed in, we could see the beach right down the road to a block and a half.
Oh, nice.
From the patio that we weren't supposed to be smoking on.
If you're listening to this instead of watching, there were air quotes.
Yes. And then we found a block or half a block from our hotel was Shorefire, which became our neighborhood bar that we were at 6, 7, 8 times.
8 times, and their sister location once.
And their sister location. We got to the point we've seen all the staff. We've seen the various shifts. We watched them get a fight with the health inspector. Gave them pointers on some sales ideas. We spent that kind of time there.
Was it a good bar?
It was a cute little bar. We started referring to it as Harbor Cove Honolulu.
Okay, that's good.
It was a cute little place, a itty bitty, like 6-seat bar with, a small line serving kind of the same basic types of food. And it was just, it was almost felt like you're at work.
All right, so you got to do the Mai Tai rundown, honey.
Yes,
so we got the first Mai Tai there. Rosie got through about 3/4 of it.
The dude poured strong.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I, of course, was having, I think at that point, Sailor and Coke because they did trust them. Ironically, Sailor and Coke beers is all I drank there.
I noticed a lot of beer drinking by you. I thought that's interesting.
Well, a lot of morning beer. Get up, have coffee, get a little more coffee, then start off with some beer and mimosas before you start on the cocktails.
Yeah.
And the beers were a safe bet. We went to the Royal Hawaiian and tried their Mai Tai, which was supposedly recipe from Trader Vic. It wasn't good.
Yeah, you sent me the picture of that one, said you were disappointed, and I was surprised. I thought that would have been a good one.
It tasted like an island Mai Tai. It was a little better balanced than most of the island Mai Tais, but it still was an island Mai Tai.
It wasn't the worst Mai Tai we had.
It wasn't the worst.
Okay, that's good to know.
I drank mine and I drank most of hers. And then we decided we weren't going to stick around and try to watch the luau through the bushes. It was just too hoity-toity. And we couldn't get to the bar. We were having to sit at a cocktail table.
Now, what you have to imagine is we are in the loudest aloha outfits we could find.
As you should.
We are the only ones.
As you should be.
We are it.
Yeah, we're in louder aloha print than the employees at some of these places.
Perfect.
Then we went over from there. We ended up at a gay tiki bar with some amazing food.
What about the drinks?
Zoo. It was a gay bar. It was very stiff, rum and Coke.
So they had stiff cocktails at the gay bar.
Oh yeah, you ever seen the way they pour at most gay bars? Everything comes in a pint glass, and it's 3/4 or more of alcohol.
Okay, that sounds good. So their cocktails were decent?
The food was good.
The food was good. The cocktails were what? It's a stiff rum and Coke.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not expecting much at that point.
Yeah.
Went down pretty early because, of course, we just flew in.
On a stiff cocktail.
Got up at ungodly hours the next morning.
Nothing opens till like 10.
That is the truth. That is the truth.
No coffee shops even open till like 7, anywhere we could find in Waikiki or Honolulu.
Yep.
Okay, on Kauai, nothing is open after 6 p.m.
That's true. And
Kauai shuts down.
Opens at 11 in the morning.
There's no night action on Kauai.
Remind us not to go there.
Yeah.
And then we went tooling around. We found, I think the mud's in your luggage.
No, it's being washed.
Oh. So we found the Tikis, which was another upstairs. Basically, it was another upstairs bar on the other side of the block from the gay tiki bar, Hula's.
Oh, yeah.
And we were just checking it out. My buddy Gecko did a lot of work there. And I'm like, oh, they have a 44 Vicks Mai Tai. I'll order that. And then most of it's, you see, all they're serving is Island Mai Tais and lava flows and the traditional. And the guy comes over and puts a pint glass in front of me that's bright orange with the passion fruit foam on top.
A pint of Mai Tai.
And I'm like, oh, no.
Oh, no.
Was it good?
The little key foam is nice. It's different. I looked up recipes.
Yeah,
that's
it's
That's
okay.
how you do it at Meridians.
I like it occasionally.
Is the Liliqui foam.
Yes.
Yeah. The Mai Tai had all the correct ingredients in all the wrong portions.
Oh, well.
It was super, super orange curacao.
Super.
And a lot of rum. And I know there was lime in there. I could taste it. And I saw there was an orgeat bottle.
Huh.
Somewhere.
Not near the Mai Tai, maybe.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. Choked those down, went on. We finally went, the night we went to Skull and Crown, where I did get a real Mai Tai.
I got into a fight with a bouncer.
She got in a fight with the bouncer.
Awesome.
Got to hear that story.
My money's on Rosie.
Yep.
We had such bad drinks that I needed to have something good. So jumped in the Uber, and of course, Crown and Skull is on Hotel Street in Chinatown.
And is only open at night.
It's the red light. It's the old red light district. It is the shitty part of town. We get in there.
Now, first off, the cab would not drop us off in front. Which is very frightening. If you've never been to Hotel Street, after hours, you hear stories. So we're walking, and we're like, oh, we'll have a cigarette, because there's nowhere to fucking smoke in goddamn Hawaii.
Yeah, basically you have to smoke on the street next to the cars, as they zoom past you.
Yes.
So we're like, okay, we're going to find it. We found it. And we're like, oh, we're not finished with our cigarette. We'll go a little respectful distance away, finish our cigarette, then go in. Bouncer runs out. Are you joining us? Yeah, we're in this long. Point to the cigarette. And he's like, well, you can't smoke. Okay, sorry. So we go in, and he says, do you have a reservation? We look around the bar. There is 4 people inside the bar.
Been there, done
There is
that.
more staff than there is patrons. And he asked, well, do we need one? He said, yes. It's like, well, there's only 4 people. Well, I'll let you stay for an hour. You have 1 hour.
Wow.
So we go in.
I'm like, just tell us when we got to go. If you have customers coming, we'll go sit at the bar.
Yeah.
And get the drinks. Beautiful. Awesome drinks.
Yeah, they got to try some rums that I hadn't had before. One bartender was super knowledgeable, though he didn't quite believe me that I knew some of the people in the community that I know.
Wait a second. There's something in this that's not making sense. Shocker said he had some rums that he hadn't tried before. I didn't even know any of those existed.
I didn't either.
One of them is a Filipino rum from Tandawai, and they're in LA area, but not the bottles that I was willing to purchase to try. I can find their silvers, but I tend to go for the aged rums at least.
Was it okay?
It was delicious.
Beautiful. Shot glass was cooler than the rum.
They had little crystal pineapple, upside down pineapple, so it stood on the fronds with the bottom cut off, but it was a little crystal pineapple shot glass.
Well, that is pretty cool.
That is cool.
Did you steal one?
It took a lot of effort not to take it with me.
So the bartender, after our Mai Tais and his shot, because he's given us not the bartender, the bouncer's given us the stink eye and doing the you gotta go movement. So I'm like,
was there more people there then?
No, that was the joke. Nobody else showed up.
I was like, okay, I'm going to make a reservation for tomorrow because we need good drinks. So while he's paying, I go up to the bouncer. I'm like, okay, well, let's make a reservation for tomorrow. What time do you have available? Well, what time do you want? I look at him. Now, remember, I've been drinking for several days. That's not how reservations work, sir. That's you get a reservation if you're busy. Sorry. This is a Tuesday, and tomorrow is Wednesday. How busy do you think you're going to get?
Yeah.
Put us down to 5. At 5. We didn't go. We didn't go back.
We opted for a second trip to La Mariana.
All right, that's what the next place I wanted to get to. How was La Marinara? Say it for me.
Marinara? No, La Mariana.
I know, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, so
marinara sauce.
my buddy Joe goes there a lot. He says it's
There you
fantastic. I want to know what your opinion is.
Well, it was kind of fun. We went on a whim the first trip and walk in, and our friend Bunny Pistol was working. One of the local burlesque girls out there.
Nice.
So we got to hang out, and of course, because we know somebody, we're not getting any grief. We're wandering around, we're taking photos, we're analyzing shit.
Did you have reservations?
And then we can also
No reservations.
run out and smoke and run back in. And we did two rounds the first time?
Yeah.
I will say, from all the photos I've seen and watching the episodes on Magnum, it is considerably smaller than I expected it to be.
That's typically the case when you visit some place that you've seen on TV and stuff like that. So that doesn't really surprise me.
Now, Bunny said they do have soundstage that they utilize for the set now, but they did film part in there before the remodel.
Yeah.
Gecko has done some amazing work on the remodel. Now all they can do is fix the drinks.
Really?
Because it's a dive bar, boater bar. It looks amazing. It's a beautiful tiki bar on the water with a yacht club, which is a sailing club. It's not a yacht club. So it's all sailboats right out the window. Except it is, island Mai Tais, overly sweet lava flow. Even the tropical itch basically tasted like a Mai Tai with a float of whiskey.
See, that's
interesting.
Unfortunate.
You think they know that they're not making good drinks?
Because
hello,
isn't that
They
like?
don't care.
Well,
I guess not, because they have people coming from all over the world, and we're going to see you once a year. By next year, you won't remember. Maybe, I don't know.
What's their claim to fame? Are they say they're the oldest tiki bar in Hawaii, right?
They are the oldest tiki bar in Hawaii. It is a very beautiful bar and beautiful location. Even though it's out in the getting there, you're going out in the sticks of industrial warehouses. But it's a dirty boater bar.
Wow, that's so. I'm not insulting anybody because I like dirty boater bars. It's kind of on the par with the Boatyard Pub.
Yeah.
Okay, it's kind of what I envisioned when you're from your description.
So
I wouldn't have thought that.
We went the second time and actually sat at the bar because, of course, we're going to sit in our friend's section.
Oh, sure.
When she's working. And the first thing that unnerved me, it was beautiful. I mean, we got more photos. There's no bottles behind the bar that you can see.
Where were the bottles?
They're all in the well below the bar area, so you don't see any bottles.
Yeah, that's disappointing.
So I got a beer because I was like, I don't want a shitty Mai Tai. And I can't, normally it's like, okay, can I get a Sailor, or am I going to get a Makers, or am I going to, or maybe get I was initially going to get a shot and a beer, but I couldn't see any rum to drink.
Oh, yeah, that makes it tough. You don't want to ask them what rums do you have.
Well, exactly, because they probably don't have a list, and even if they did, you don't want to ask for it.
Well, and at first, all I saw them making were like vacation drinks. So I just kept seeing the same 3 shitty rum bottles of my Mahina well rum that's everywhere on the island.
Yeah.
It wasn't until the guys at the end of the bar who started drinking martinis, they saw a bottle of Tanqueray come out, and another guy got a Crown and Coke. I went, oh, there are more bottles back there. I just can't see them.
Yeah,
at which point I was like, give me a rum and Coke.
Yeah, it should be up to where, like, at least the top shelf stuff have it, so you can see the good stuff.
But there was a huge fish tank with whatever those fishes were.
The kissy fish.
Kissing fishes. And you could see some beer taps.
Like this one?
Why don't you want to ask for a list of the rums?
Is when you see the menu, you will understand why you don't ask for a list of anything.
I'm a little embarrassed to ask for a list like that when I go to a bar. But at the same time, every time I go to a bar like that, first thing I'll ask them for is a cocktail menu. And most of them have a cocktail menu. Some of them don't.
So is it the bar?
Buddy gave us the cocktail menu.
It's just my personal.
And then when I went to get the second drink, I asked her about one of the drinks. And then she presented me with the cocktail menu that had the explanations of the drinks.
This menu just says, like you were saying, it just, here.
So why wouldn't, but I mean, wouldn't you want to know what they have so you can order the best?
I would. And that's why I'd rather they had it on the shelf. Well, it's like when you go to the Grape.
What he's saying, I think, is his on the cocktail menu. I have it here. It says Zombie, Shipwreck, Blue Hawaii, Lava Flow. It doesn't tell you what's in them.
Oh, yeah, that's not
It's
fun.
just the name.
Yeah.
Yeah. They have a laminated sheet with the drinks and what's in them.
Oh.
But she brought that to me the second round. And then even then, it was all, light rum, gold rum, curacao, pog juice.
So is it because it's a dive bar kind of a thing, or is it?
It's just weird that it's the oldest tiki bar in Hawaii. So you would think that they would have the bottles up where you can see where they were. It's like when you go to the Grape.
Did you eat?
You can see everything you want in the Grape. Every bottle is on the wall, and that's kind of nice because, and it's just me. Just because if I sit down, I feel kind of weird going, do you have a rum list? Do you have a cocktail list?
Oh my gosh, that's so silly.
It is. It really is.
Because if you're a rum drinker, you want to know what they offer so you can pick.
Usually, I will just ask them, do you have Sailor and Coke? Or do you have Sailor Jerry? Or do you have Makers? Or do you have what I'm in the mood for? If I can't see the bottle I'm interested in, or if I can't see any bottles.
Yeah.
Did you eat there?
We had onion rings.
Okay. Were they good?
They were good.
I have breaking news, sad news. Richard Mull from Night Court has died.
Oh.
Yeah, he was 80 years old. Just got the news that he passed away. So I wanted to share that while we have it. But yeah, I actually have a Richard Mull story. We were going up the Conejo grade one day, and this itty bitty car was next to me, and this man was all shoved into it. And I looked over, I turned to Shelley and I said, "It's Richard Mull." And she laughed and she looked back at me and said, "That is Richard Mull." But
old cannon.
So anyway, he has passed away. So anyway.
Oh, wait a minute. Appropriate.
He passed away yesterday.
Yeah, there you go.
About the worst bar, the most concerning bar.
So, we still have another couple interesting bars. So at one point, I was kind of beat. I was tired. Rosie decided to go for a walk. She was going to go, looking at the crap stores for gifts for the kids. And she goes back to International Marketplace, and we'd already been there a couple times. We saw the Beachcombers Fuck Hut, or the remodel they have of it. And she got the photo with Don Ho. And Shorefire's sister club is on the third floor of International Marketplace. But she found a tiki bar in the food court.
Oh.
So we went back to the tiki bar, went to that tiki bar. You guys saw the menu.
Yep.
Which had almost no tiki drinks, no rum drinks on the menu, and margaritas, and 80 some odd fucking tequilas.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting that it was a Mexican tiki bar.
Well, they spelled tiki, Tequi.
Yeah, we were joking about that too.
Well, the thing that was concerning, though, and it wasn't just the fact that the menu was all tequila, is that they had rums displayed.
What?
They were looking booze, not drinking booze.
Well, something we discussed while we were sitting there is they did have some okay rums on premise, mixed in with the 80 tequilas and like 40 whiskeys. They had a whole bunch of tiki mugs up and around the liquor shelves that looked really cool. They also had Campari and Aveeno and all these like top tier craft cocktail bottles And I started realizing all the bars had these things. And it's like all these bars are serving, well, crappy drinks, but they've got all the stuff to make quality drinks. And the only answer I could come from is the tourist. You get the Italians. I need a Campari spritz.
I guess.
You know, stuff like that they have to be ready to make because there's nothing else they're doing with the fucking bottles other than being in their way.
Yeah. That's strange. Doug, I'm trying to think about Kauai.
So this here,
hold on.
This picture here, it might be hard to see. That is from Waikiki Tiki Room in Mexico City.
Oh.
Yep.
And it looks like they have tiki mugs. They have all the rums up there. It looks like a good tiki bar. I kind of want to go to Mexico City and check that out.
But I was trying to think about the bars that we go to in Kauai, and there are a couple bars that are like the ones that he's describing that don't really, hold their. But most of them are really good bars.
They are.
You know, I mean, there's the tiki bars. Mama Hunes is incredible. What's the one in?
That is more of an outdoor.
Well, it's a tiki bar for sure.
No, I know, but it's an outdoor tiki location.
Yeah,
I say.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. It's good. The Lighthouse has a great bar.
Yeah, good Mai Tais there.
It used to be $5 Mai Tais a happy hour. They're probably $8 Mai Tais.
They were $7.50 last time I was there.
So everything went up. And that's good. And Meriden, I know you don't like the little foam.
No, I don't mind it. The Shelly and Mom don't.
But I like that. And the Tiki Niki is pretty good.
Yeah.
And the one that down in town,
Tahiti Nui,
which is more of a vacation type.
It is,
but it's a good one. It's not as over the top, sweet, crazy, nasty one.
But my point is, I think that the reason is because you guys went to Oahu, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's so much busier there. That Shocker's probably right. They have the tourists pouring through there.
Right.
Why it's still busy in Kauai, but there's only so many people you can get under Kauai because most of it's jungle. So that may be why these bars aren't so tourist.
They bring that food.
Shorefire was what it was. The guys were cool, and it reminded me of work. So it was half a block from the room.
See, that makes a difference too, because if the thing's close, you'll go there anyway. So I hear that.
A lot of the bars, the drinks just weren't. If they had a drink list, it was like Lava Flow, Blue Hawaiian, Island Mai Tai. And like no real good drinks. And then you look around and everybody's drinking Island Mai Tai, so you don't really fault them for it.
Right.
But I didn't see a lot of places like trying to make it just good drinks either.
I will say that if you want a good Mai Tai in Kauai, you go to one of the tiki bars. Other places will make you one. They're typically the more vacation style ones, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking for the genuine thing, the good thing, something closer to the Skipper Scott Mai Tai, then you want to go to the tiki bar. So anyway, since we're talking about rum, it's probably time to do this. Bet your ass it's time to taste the cask. On the Friday Shot Day Show. Well, I won't play the song, so I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, that's horrible. Why don't you do it live for us?
The cask on the Friday Shot Day Show.
The cask.
Hold on.
Bet your ass
it's time to taste the cask on the Friday Shot Day Show. That's got some echo to it.
I've heard it like 4 times now. This is great.
Did you?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to taste the cask. We did refill the cask last week. I brought in the watered down cask. Julie filled it up with our Bacardi, and we tried it last week, and it tasted like what, Jules? Bacardi. It was just Bacardi rum. No, not chicken rum. No.
Actually has a bat on it.
A bat?
Bacardi has.
Yeah, because Bacardi is Puerto Rican for batshit.
No. That's clean.
You have a bat on your.
I do.
John comes in and goes. John comes in for the Backseat Mogul show, and he says, "Why is there a funnel in the rum thing?" I go, "That's just where it ended up when we were done with it." All right, so we're tasting our cask. Shocker, you got your cask poured over there.
Yeah.
Doug is pouring.
This one. I'm peeing.
Aren't you?
It's still not a lot of color.
No, there's
A little bit more color than
Let's do
last
this.
week, but still not a lot.
By the way, Shocker, I tried to order that pumpkin spice malort you sent me. I don't think it was real.
It was posted off the Malort Instagram.
Yeah, I think they were having fun at our expense.
Or it's only available in Chi-Town.
Yeah, that's also true. That's a
They're having
possibility.
fun at our expense when they sell that shit to us. Whether it's pumpkin flavored or not. All right, I had to twist my mic around. So here we go. Julie has hers. Scott gets his. I think this is going to be way better than that plantation crap we had earlier.
To your health, everyone.
Sriracha.
It's not horrible. It's Bacardi still.
It's better than it was last week, but not much.
It's flat.
It does have that.
I get no carbonation at all.
Well, there shouldn't be carbonation. It's rum. But what she means is the flat.
No shit, Shirley.
You know
I
what?
really thought there'd be.
I'm going to take that camera away because Doug plays to it way too good.
Well, he's an idiot, right? Oh. Was that why it's there? So you could be out there at home, sitting probably in your underwear, can hang out with us and go, hey, Doug's talking to me right now. I see him looking right at me. I do. And you don't have underwear on.
Yeah, it's better than it was last week, but not much. It's still just Bacardi. So,
Chewy, what are you doing?
I moved like this. He's like, nope. See ya. Look at this. Shoots. Oh, in and out. Scott, how many shows do you do a week here?
3.
The old in and out. 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
Trash goes out on Sunday.
Okay, but that's not just. You were really close. You were almost in and out. That's not just from 1 week.
It really is.
It really is.
It really is.
Really
It said I didn't work. We didn't do a show Sunday, so I wasn't here.
Well, we'll wait. Take the trash out. We can all that. We gotta come up with a key word when we all freeze. So we all.
You think anybody's buying it?
Fortunately, my glasses are on and there's a reflection. You can't tell if I'm blinking or not.
So Halloween is coming up. You guys got anything planned for Halloween, Doug?
No. I got too much to do.
Doug is on the countdown. 13 days to go.
14 days, yes.
And it's time for a white. We got to figure out next week's show, Shocker. Because
Scott's gonna be watching those guys that dance around in costumes.
I got my Kiss show next Friday at the Hollywood Bowl. So we may. Could you record Thursday or do we talk about Tuesday? No, that's following week. Sorry.
Shelly just talked to you about your memory issues.
What? I don't remember that.
Well, we are aware.
Talking about the Tuesday because he wasn't going to do the show on Friday.
Oh, right. So Doug won't be doing the show on the 10th because he's got to get to his flight. So we probably need to pre-record at least that show. What about next Friday's show?
Okay. The reason before the 10th is we're going to do it on Julie's birthday on the 7th.
Right.
Well, you never mentioned any of that.
Well, I was getting to it. We're on that week yet. We're on next week.
Next week, we don't know. We'll figure it out next week. We don't need you to help us figure it out. You just screw shit up anyway.
I had those. Okay, who screwed it up? Oh, we're leaving for April in Costa Rica. It's fucking November.
Did you have your hip replaced? I think not.
No, because mine's good.
If you think so. I'm going to laugh if he breaks his hip.
Cheers, getting fresh with me.
That has got to be one of the nastiest things I've ever seen. Is Scott gyrating?
It's a good gyration.
In your general direction.
That's right.
Yes, and I just passed intentionally on a John joke.
Wow, you are maturing.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's just
because all I could think about was Spinal Tap. The deeper the cushion, the better the pushing.
Big bottom. So anyway,
my hip works, so I don't have to. So anyway, The point is, it's not my fault that Kiss shows on Friday. It's your fault because you were supposed to be long gone.
It's one of my last shows. Maybe you just cancel Kiss.
It's one of their last shows. I can't.
Well, so what?
No, they're going to be like the Stones and tour until they're 3 years after they're dead.
It's probably true.
And that AI shit's coming on strong. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, but see, by that point, you're going to see him young again. You won't get to see him elderly.
See?
Maybe.
Or maybe they age throughout the show.
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Here's what they looked like when they were in the garage.
Without the makeup, then they invented.
Here's what they looked like when they should have been in the home.
Here's what they look like when they opened the Ark of the Covenant.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to have to figure out the next. I mean, if you guys want to do a show on the 3rd without me, you can do it.
I love how we need your permission.
I'm just saying you are.
Somebody has to run the show.
You're capable.
Nobody runs the show now, really.
That's a good point too. But the following week we'll do on Shocker. Does that work for you? Does a Tuesday evening work for you for a show?
Yeah, that can work.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Well, when's Julie's birthday?
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Oh, is you have one of those multi-birthdays?
Tuesday and Wednesday.
I wish I sometimes don't even get one birthday.
Well, this year you will.
There has been years where it's been.
That's National Canine Lymphoma Day.
Wow.
I got to make a note of that.
I'm not entirely sure that I appreciate the reference.
Happy
I
birthday.
got one of those national this day calendars in my calendar, so
That's
I guess
hysterical.
comparing me to a dog.
A dog with lymphoma, no less.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
Yeah. So anyway, just keep that in your heads and figure something out. We got to figure out the next couple of weeks because Doug will be leaving for Costa Rica, and then he will not be with us for several weeks.
Several years.
No, not several. You're going to be back on
Oh,
digital.
until I get my internet going. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it going. It shouldn't take me too long.
Yeah. So we may take a couple weeks off just so I can get some shit done. You know why? What happens November 1st? November Novel Writing Month. I got to write a new book.
No Remo.
Yep.
This is 1.5 hours out of the week, but you got to take a couple weeks off so you get shit done.
I have to write
Maybe you and
2,000
John-
words
maybe you
a
and
day.
John- maybe you and John can
2,000 words a
maybe
day.
you and John can skip on the loving in the morning.
I'm going to give you 2 words right now.
Maybe,
Fuck off.
Maybe you and Devin don't have to come in here and play Let's Drink the Nasty Beer.
Oh, there'll be time. We're going to skip that a couple times in November too. I got to write. I have to create art.
Have you ever done that before?
I've heard the recaps of your books. I'm not sure you want to call it art.
I call them an extra thick coaster.
Oh, so we do have to tell you the last night in Hawaii was by far the funniest from the hotel. So we stopped and got food at the food trucks across the street. Got up to, and there's like 50 fucking cops everywhere arresting some guy.
Oh, I thought they were at the food trucks.
And so we
In front of the food trucks.
in front of the food trucks where we're at trying to get food. We get up to our little balcony. We're watching down on it, and literally they're like, "This guy's got to be 6-something," and they're in the cop car, out of the cop car, talking to him, frisking him, searching him, cuffing him, back out. 30-40 minutes of that just going on. We finally heard the next morning that some guy tried to rob the food truck we were just at, which was his dad's food truck. He decided to defend the food truck with his pepper spray gun that looked like a gun. And
Wow.
he got arrested for
A fake gun.
a fake gun, basically. After that, there was an accident directly in front of us in the hotel on the street, with like 5 more cops showing up.
All the cops are at your hotel.
Keith saw a guy get killed when he was there, remember?
I do remember that. Yep. Very
But
sad.
the funniest of them all was we were walking over to the bar, and I was thinking, it's like this whole trip, all our bartenders have been transplants. Most of our servers had been transplants. I hadn't really heard it a lot of pigeon. And this girl, all of a sudden, I start hearing pigeon. And Rosie?
She was very angry, and she said, "I will rape your mother, then have an abortion. Go back to America."
Wow, that's a T-shirt.
Yeah, let that sink in. I will rape your mother and have an abortion.
And go back to America. Weren't you in America?
Now, that one I can explain.
Wait a minute.
The Hawaiians don't think they're in America.
I will rape your mother and have an abortion.
Yep.
That doesn't really work.
Nope.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that doesn't have to make sense to make an impact.
But it was a girl saying it too, right?
Yep. Shouting at two white boys.
I'm telling you, that's a T-shirt. Get T-shirts made.
Yes.
That's it. Shocker, Rosie, guess what you're getting for Christmas?
Hell yeah, I'd wear it.
Oh, I have no doubt that you would. You would.
We'll rape your mother and have an abortion. Go back to America.
Sometimes when you're drunk and you're trying to be clever, you come up with something better. Which reminds me, you know what we haven't done in a while?
Jesus age. Well, you have to stand up, do you?
Yep. He's got to gyrate more in your general direction.
Wonderful. Just what I want. Oh, that sounds interesting.
Isn't it though?
Apothic Espresso. They're coming out. Apothic's coming out with new. They have an Espresso Cafe. They have Espresso Inferno and stuff. Oh. Creative cursing. This is good.
Show everybody the cover.
Here we go. Creative cursing.
Creative cursing.
And you open it up and you flip, and there you get creative cursing.
All right. So, Doug, what's our first creative cursing of the day?
Tell me to stop.
Stop.
I will rape your mother and have an abortion.
Tell me
Go
to
back
stop.
to America.
Crap folds.
That's kind of weak.
Crap folds.
Crap folds was kind of weak.
Kind of weak.
Okay, Julie,
Julie,
you need to tell me when to stop.
Stop.
I can't believe you want me to stop. Tell me to stop.
Stop.
Uh-oh. Wiener beater. Wiener beater's pretty good.
Wiener beater's pretty good.
Wiener beater. Okay, this time I'm just going to do it randomly for myself.
Random creative cursing.
Wedge lover.
Isn't that just the Ren Fair?
Wedge
Yeah.
lover. All right.
That was fun.
And now I'm going to go through and now I'm going to. Sorry, I forgot. Whoa, almost knocked myself out of it. Whoa. Now I'm just going to make one up to describe Scott.
Okay, here we go. This is Scott's creative cursing.
It didn't take long.
All right, here we go. Pecker muncher.
Pecker muncher.
All right, it's Julie's turn. Come on, one for Julie.
That grin tells it all.
Come on, do it. Do it, man. Do it.
It almost fit our lunchtime conversation.
Oh,
That's I
fish and salt. That's what we learned.
panty dibbler. Panty dibbler.
All right, Shocker.
Oh, this is for Shocker?
Yep.
Okay.
And then you got Rosie, so you better be careful.
Rosie don't need no stinking book to respond.
Doug's
You know
looking up
what a tease.
some creative cursing for Shocker. Wait, nope, almost.
This is what kind of rhymes, but I'm going to do that. There we go. This is
There you go.
Shocker.
Twat twist.
Twat twister. All right, now you got to do Rosie.
You got a what, Rosie?
You got to do Rosie's creative cursing.
For you next time. All right, hold on. For Rosie, let's see.
requires some thought. Doug's going through, giving it some careful consideration. Doesn't want to pick the wrong thing for Rosie. Rosie, you ready?
He wants to have his testicles in one piece when he leaves for.
That's what I think he's thinking. All right, he's found the first one. The first word is found, locked in. Second word he's going for. He's looking.
There are some bad ones in
He
there.
opted against that one. He's moving on. Trying to pick another. Oh, I think wait.
Going back.
Changing the first one again. The suspense is killing us all. Rosie's on pins and needles.
I am.
This is hard. If you guys do this, it's hard to figure out one that's not going to be offensive, but at the same time, it's going to be funny.
I think we want offensive. I mean, not just for Rosie.
This one's offensive to Shocker.
Retard lover.
Yeah, well.
All right.
That book is way more fun than I remember.
I mean, there's sperm rag, muff booger, scrub stain, dildo gobbler, pussy
Moss Booger, I
slime.
think you need to go to the doctor.
Cricket dick rug muncher.
Fetus plug. Wow, mouth jammer. Okay, so this is a lot of fun.
It is. We haven't used that in years.
I know it.
All right, Julie, it's time for this.
Next time we're going to have Scott make up. Thanks
Okay.
for me. It's not easy.
No, I think it
Yours
is.
is easy.
I don't even need a book.
All right. Julie, you ready?
There are over 100 bottles of liquor on the shelves at Rough Edge Studios. Some of them are good. Most
Hey,
of
I
them
could
suck.
actually see her doing that.
That's why now it's time for the purge.
This has a keep on it. She got
Gold Strike cinnamon liquor.
with
Look-
actual real
look at
gold.
the
in
gold
bottle.
in there.
There's gold in there.
That
Oh,
bottle,
it's knockoff Goldschlager?
it is. Now, it was Goldschlager we drank up at Vegas, right, Doug? One night we were at Samus for our annual Sam Kinison event, and the guy at the bar was pouring us all the Goldschlager we could drink.
Me and you and Keith, and we were all hitting on that
Trucker chick.
trucker chick.
That is
That's
pretty
hilarious.
sweet stuff. So you guys felt like
We
crap.
the next morning, none of us were good. None of
Scott
us.
decorated his room that night.
No, I didn't.
And then,
Oh, I
and
did.
then
Yes.
you poop Gold Flake.
Yes. Well, I didn't. I haven't told that story in years. So we're staying at State Line, and we get to the first night, and the first night is always bad for me because I party too hard. I'm so excited to be there. I always overextend myself. So we did all kinds of things that evening and afternoon that I don't even want to talk about. But it ended up with us playing video poker at the bar there and drinking Goldschlager by the pint. It was crazy.
Oh, that's not good.
No, we go up to my room and I stumble in the room, I go to bed instantly, wake up several hours later, and I decorate the room as I try to make my way to the bathroom, puking the entire time.
Was that the time you had chicken chicken fried?
No, it was not. This was way earlier than that. So anyway, I'm thinking, oh my God, I ruined this entire room because I puked from the time I got out of bed all the way till I got to the bathroom. So I think, well, I can't leave it like this. So I looked at the clock. It was 6 a.m. I left the room. I drove across the freeway to the other place where there was a
24-hour mark.
24-hour mark. I bought cleansing products and I went back to my room and I cleaned up the entire room.
You know, the cameras in the hallway, if there was any missing person that weekend, you become a suspect.
I would have been. Yeah. I'm surprised it wasn't the missing person. Anyway, I cleaned up the entire room and I looked at my clock, my watch, and it was 4:30 because some jackass had set my clock in my room forward.
Who would that have been?
I have no idea, you dick. So I'm like, oh my God. So I go back to sleep. Well, I wake up the next morning and I had cleaned that room from head to toe with, I bought pads. I bought cleanser. It still reeked. It was terrible. So what do you do when you have a room like that?
Simple green.
I called downstairs and I told him, hey, my buddy got sick last night in the room. Can we have a new room?
And they gave him a room, and that room was open The entire 3 days we were there with fans blowing through it, trying to make it smell better.
The room was wide
The
open.
whole weekend we were there. With a giant fan blowing through that room. The whole weekend.
And that was after I cleaned it. I mean, I did. I got sponges. I got pads. I got Pine Sol.
And you'd think he'd learn, but he didn't. The next
so it
year.
smelled like pukey Pine Sol.
It did. It was horrible. It was horrible.
So the next year, I ride my Harley up by myself because I'd rather ride the Harley than ride in the car with these guys. So I get there early. So I check into a room for me, check in a room for Scott. We're downstairs partying. Scott again. The first night going too heavy. I'm like, hey, your keys are in my room. Let's go up to my room. So I go up to my room and I'm unlocking my door. Turn around, Scott, he's like dry heaving. So I opened the door, closed it so he couldn't get in my room. I opened his door and I threw out the keys and closed my door. That's it. And then the entire weekend, there was a big puke spot in front of my room. Thank you, Scott. Thank you. And it didn't clean. They didn't clean that up for like 2 days.
Would you have touched it?
Well, I wished it was in front of my goddamn room. Scott.
Yeah, but they saw the security camera and saw you throw the keys out and fuck your
I,
bike.
I just opened the door a crack and
That's what
the
he
keys
did.
out and closed the door.
That's what he
Nope,
did.
not deal with you throwing up.
Oh God, those were crazy days. But it was always the first night, and I still have a problem with the first night. But I'm better. I haven't puked in a long time, like 3 months.
It's dumb.
The first night's the best. The first night we get to Vegas, and Doug was actually good this year. Usually my mom and I are out because we all three go to Super Bowl for in Vegas. We're usually out, my mom and I, till 3-4 in the morning.
Oh yeah,
Doug
like
usually
8 o'clock. I'll tap out. I'm going to bed.
But as you all know, because we've told this story many times, a couple of years ago, or last time we were there, Doug kept pace.
Let's do it.
As far as we remember.
As far as we remember.
We had receipts from Evil Pie. I'm like, we didn't go to Evil Pie. He goes, no, we didn't. I'm like, I have a receipt for $35. And it was on my credit card. I'm like, what do we get at Evil Pie? I don't know. I go, they must be the bar across the street by the same owners. So we go in there, we get a drink. Nope, it's not that. They have their own receipt. So we're back to, we still don't know. We must have walked into Evil Pie, ordered beers and pizza, and left.
Drank the beers and left.
Maybe I don't know. We had a receipt, no memory of Evil Pie at all.
And then we go to one of our favorite places up there, the Tip and Sip. Rory's Tip and Sip, right? And we walk in, and the bartender's all...
This is the next night.
Yeah, the next night.
The next night, because we didn't remember the first night. I have no idea. So the next night, let's go to Sip and Tap. We haven't been there. Let's go there.
So we walk into the Tip and Sip, and the bartender goes, hey, guys, welcome back. Same things? Doug and I.
Okay.
At which point you're going, is yes a bad idea?
Well,
they were old fashions. They were good.
That's
but
it.
We had no clue we were there.
That was the proof that we knew we'd been there, because we said, okay, sure. And she brings us old fashions. It's like, yep, we were here. That was a great weekend.
Same thing you had last night? I don't know. Should I?
Yeah. She's terrific, by the way. The lady who runs that bar is terrific. So how's the fake Goldschlager?
Gone. Welcome to the show.
It's not bad.
It's cinnamon.
Yeah, I just had a taste of something. I had to pour something else to get out of my mouth.
Scott, no.
This must have come from you guys.
What is it?
Hooligans Irish ginger infused.
No, I bought that for St. Patrick's Day because it had a shamrock on it.
Gold in your poop.
Oh, this is so bad. This smells like the Lord, but tastes worse.
Hold it closer. There it is, folks. Get that for your Irish celebrations.
What is that?
Nobody knows.
It's Hooligans Irish full strength special blend ginger infused.
Oh yeah, we gave that to you.
No, Rosie
said she got it because it had a shamrock.
Oh,
and we were doing the show, and I thought it was funny.
You know that shamrock rhymes with clock
or ramcock.
Is that when you dream of cock?
Yeah. Well, that's remcock.
So you guys know what the difference between Scott and a rooster is, don't you?
A cock?
No.
Hey, what?
That wasn't making noise in Hawaii all weekend?
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, it was too easy.
A rooster goes cock-a-doodle-doo. Scott goes cockle-doo.
I don't like those ones that have a curve to them. That freaks me out.
Oh no, but they hit the sidewalls. Oh,
Is that what it is?
So I've heard. It'll tickle your turd. I lost the lid for this.
Do you need it?
No, it's right here.
No. And this is just all jokes, folks, so don't be upset or upset.
At that point, why are you putting the lid on? Just take the last nurse.
I don't know if there's last nurse. Michelle's the expert at that. She'll go, is that empty? I go, yeah. She goes, no. She turns it up. She gets like another shot out of the bottle sometimes. She's very patient. Heinz is the patient. It's making
All right. So that's it for this week's show.
Okay, this could be very good or very bad.
Don't do it. That
Pretty
was
good.
kind of good.
I got the bottle in and half the trash out.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So
the good thing is,
Not bad for a white guy.
next week we don't know what's happening on Friday. I will be at the Kiss concert, so if we have a show, it might be pre-recorded. Nothing wrong with that. We might do that. The following week we'll be recording on Julie's birthday. And, so we'll keep that all going, and then Doug is off to Costa Rica.
Yep. Making the big move out of here.
So you got everything done. You're
No, not even close.
but your bike's being sold tomorrow.
Yeah, somebody's coming to buy my Harley tomorrow.
Oh, don't cry.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough, but oh well.
It's been a good bike.
I'm too old to ride with my bad hip now. Anyway,
I was talking to Doug about that. You know, when he dies and is cremated, his hip will be left.
Mm-hmm.
And it will be my left hip.
That's what it's beautiful.
But we could melt that down and turn it into bullets or trinkets.
Shot glasses.
Something.
Shot glasses.
I think I would like each of you to lick my hip bone.
Lick my hip, you dog dick. By the way, next week we're going to do extreme martinis. We have beanie weenies to do extreme martinis with next
You
week.
won't be here.
Oh no!
Tell us what we're gonna do.
No,
I considered going to the studio next week, but that answered that question.
Beanie
We-
Weenie makes a
we're not
bad
doing-
martini. He can come to the show because he's off on Tuesday and Wednesdays.
Yeah.
So then we can do it as we can give him his birthday present.
Oh, there you go. Well, we'll talk. We got to figure it all out. So
here's your birthday present. Zip snap.
Well, you can't go next Tuesday because next Tuesday's Halloween.
Boo.
No, we can't do Tuesday next week.
Boo. Funny, huh? Boo. I think I'm gonna throw up.
Yeah, I gotta play porn in the Uni Uni Room really loud after the kids go trick or treating to keep the rest of the kids away from the house.
So it won't
they'll
be
be there watching.
It won't be the Uni Uni Room. It'll be the Poony Poony Room.
Poony Poony at the Uni Uni.
Can you imagine trick or treating and come up to the house and all you just hear is, oh yes, Poppy.
Well, you know, it is the best game on Halloween. Let's go in and play haunted house. We'll turn off all the lights and moan.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good Halloween for me. All right, Doug, final words for the show.
But I don't like the lights off. I like to see what I'm doing.
Well, it helps, especially when you're my age.
And aiming.
What?
Doug, final words. Today.
I was gonna say that. Thanks. I passed. No words now.
Julie, final words.
Happy birthday, Shocker.
Yes.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, man. I'm glad you guys had a good time in Hawaii, even though finding good drinks was hard.
Wait. Everybody else has to put up with this shit. Shocker does too.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Dr. Shocker. Happy birthday to you.
What are you doing, Doug?
Making love to my fingers. I had some cinnamon liquor on there. I was gonna get off. These beanie weenies got me hot.
All right, folks. We'll see you next week sometime. Friday Shot Day show. Shocker, take us out.
Aloha, fuckers.
That's what we needed to hear. We'll see you all next week. Usually I close the show off, but I want to leave that in the show.
It is good. I drink beer because I should.
Whiskey man, don't play that hand too low, yeah. Whiskey man, don't play that hand too low.
I'm gonna get drunk, I'm gonna make it real clear. I want one bourbon, one scotch, and one beer.
in my drink. Somebody.
Friday Shot Day Show.
Brought to you by The Grape, Ventura County's premier jazz venue and cocktail lounge, located at 2733 East Main Street in Ventura. For menu and music schedule, visit them online at thegrape.club.